Jessica, so just here's quick reaction to the UFC 293 pre-fight press conference. Israel Adesanya defend against Sean Strickland, and basically Izzy didn't say much. This was kind of a lackluster performance from Izzy. I don't know if it was Sean Strickland with his dog jerking comments. Strickland right away, you could tell he came in ready to throw some words, ready to battle. You know, kind of like he's like a drunk uncle at a bar mitzvah or quinceanera with an open bar. You know, he's here all night to drink and talk some shit. You know, he just has that kind of persona on him. Had his little Crocodile Dundee hat. I mean, embracing Australia, the crowd. I mean, Izzy got booze. Pretty much every response, Izzy was getting booze. Sean was getting a lot of love actually from the Aussies, the Aussies. But yeah, it was a pretty entertaining press conference. You know, Izzy kind of like say he didn't say much. I mean, he got shut down right away with Sean because Sean basically brought up the post that Izzy had with him jerking off his dog. Like, you know, I'm sure we all heard about that already. But I get it. Like, I mean, unless you're a dog breeder, that is a little weird. I get it. Why post that? But if you're a dog breeder, I get it. You know, you might have to do that. Like you have a tough breed, like a Frenchie, like me. I'm not a dog breeder, but you know, we would have to do that and artificially inseminate and all that. But I don't think Izzy was doing that. He just being a little weird on his Twitter, you know, whatever. But of course, Sean Strickland's going to attack that and do what he does. I mean, this is the mental warfare part of it. But I don't really think Izzy gets rattled, you know, like by this stuff because he kind of owned it. He already knows. He put it out there. He knows it's out there. He knows what Sean Strickland's going to say. You know, he didn't. But he did not say much. Anytime that dog stuff was brought up, you know, what do you call it, puppy porn? He said, you know, you and your puppy porn or whatever, and even Manel Cap or Cop, yeah, Cap, he's gonna fight. He's fighting on the He's fighting on the not the undercard. He's actually on the main card, fighting Felipe dos Santos, I believe. Right? Let me see the name. Yeah, Felipe dos Santos. You know, who was a last minute replacement opponent for Kai Kara France. So things did get a little heated with the press conference when, you know, Manel Cap was asked a question, and then right away he's seen Kai Kara France in the crowd, like because he was literally right in front of him. So immediately he starts talking crap to him, call him you know, a pussy, and you know he pulled out the fight, just all this stuff, right? Called him a little bitch, you know, stuff like that. Part of my French, you know, but yeah, he was literally just started talking crap to him, and then Kai said something to do something right now, or whatever it was that Manel Cop just throws a water bottle at him, or whatever bottle it was, Monster bottle. Then Izzy stands up and he looks like he's like 2 feet taller than Cop, but Cop wasn't backing down. He's sitting there telling him like, sit your ass down, you know, like just like manning up, like, come on, let's go, like sit your ass down, and just started talking to him, call him cartoon porn, and you know he was just saying, you know, Izzy was getting it from all angles and all sizes. You know what I mean? He was getting it from his opponent, he was getting it from the little guys. I mean, so Izzy kind of didn't have his best press conference. You know, he didn't say much. Maybe it's a weight cut. Maybe it's whatever. Maybe he's just focused and he just knows what he's got to do. I mean, the one line he did say that I agree with and I said on my breakdown was, here, I'll play a little bit of it. Hopefully I don't get pulled for the shit, but I'll play a little bit of it where he answers the reporter's question.
I think we did. Tyson Vasa, Tyson Pedro, Carlos Alberts.
Oh, wait, that's not actually it. There we go. So professional I am. Let me see here, but
just because he had nothing to lose. But technically, where does he present you dangers in the cage on fight night?
Right now, right here, I don't really see anything that he has for me that I haven't seen before. But yeah, he is a dangerous man because he has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Okay, the question was, what problems does he think that Sean Strickland presents or whatever? And he says right here, right now, like this is his opportunity because for him, this is the battle, this is the fight, the mental warfare aspect of fighting, and the trying to get Izzy riled up emotionally or whatever, so he can make a mistake or maybe not. But Izzy, you know, basically on my breakdown, what I talked about on the fight was that I feel like Sean's not going to have anything that Izzy hasn't seen before and not be prepared for. He has like 80 kickboxing matches, 20 something in the UFC. I mean, so in mixed martial arts, I mean, so I mean, he has a lot of experience. He's seen it all, and Sean doesn't have that devastating power like a Pahea, where, you know, I'm sure Izzy will make mistakes here and there, but I think he's going to be able to. It's not anything he hasn't seen before, so he knows the mental war game's coming. And like I said before, Sean came guns blazing. He's talking about dog jerking and everything else, and what else does he say here?
I'm taking him seriously for this camp, and I'm going to show you guys Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, see, so so he does. He said he took him seriously. That was the one thing I was saying. That was the one thing I was saying. How would Izzy have? Like he has every advantage there is to have. So we got Sean Strickland here looking like Crocodile Hunter right here. Slash, I mean, I don't know. He just looks like he's embracing it. He's like having fun out there. He's getting a lot of love out there. I mean, this whole card is kind of like, it's not really a lot of names on this card. I mean, or whatever. I mean, this is like a city kickboxing card, basically, when you think about it. Because, I mean, if you look at the very first fight on the main card is Tyson Pedro against Anton Turkoglu. Okay, so Tyson Pedro, he wasn't very good on the mic. He didn't have much to say there. Same thing. Neither one of these guys, and he changed the city kickboxing. Same thing with Justin Tafa, Austin Lane. I didn't see them up there. Manel Cap, actually, he was bringing heat. He was the one trying to talk crap to Izzy, and really that's when Izzy stood up to defend his teammate, Kai Kara France, who was in the crowd. And Felipe Dos Santos, so he could be a sleeper on this main card just because he's an unknown. He was going to fight on Dana White Contender Series. He got bumped up, so now he's going to fight on the main card against Manel Cap, so who's a good fighter. It's from Portugal against Brazil. Might not be a lot on Felipe, so I mean, who knows what he can bring. And he looks like he's in good ass shape, thick neck. I mean, he looks like he's ready to go. He's probably hungry. I mean, to fly all the way out to Australia, I mean, for this, I mean, he's ready to go. He's gonna make it. You never know. Those type of people are dangerous because he doesn't have anything to lose either, really, other than a contract, but still even stepping up on short notice like that, Dana loves that. You know what I mean? So UFC loves that. When you actually jump up and fight whenever to save cards or whatever, then yeah. So, but they're definitely going to have to make that fight in the future. Manel Cap and Kai Kara France, just because of the little beef they have before and now after this. Then you got Tai Tuivasa against Alexander Volkov, which they're not going to be talkers. Tai, Shui, Tui, you know what I mean? That's his thing. I mean, he's a bruiser, a tough guy, hard head, hits hard, all that. So, I mean, he has that chance. Volkov is 6'7", 80-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a little lighter on his feet, too. He moves pretty well, uses range pretty well, as well, also. But one thing with Volkov, I see when he does the way he does get rattled is if he does get cracked, like with a lot of power, then I could see Tai, if he does crack him, kind of take over and just finish the job. But if it goes to decision or whatever, I can also see Volkov kind of piecing him up from the outside because he has like a 5-inch reach advantage, but just taller too, being 6'7" against 6'2". He's a little harder to hit. He is pretty good at that too, and his ground game's okay. Tai's just kind of like explosive. If he, shark, like type thing, he smells blood, he's going to take you out. But he also makes mistakes because he does leave himself open just throwing bombs, like against Gane. I mean, you know what you're going to get with Tai. He's going to come forward, and I just think Volkov should be able to win on the outside. But like I said, Tai has game-changing power, and that's the X factor in any fight because that could throw any game plan out the window. And then we got the main event, obviously, which I already talked about in my breakdown, but Izzy against Sean Strickland. I mean, I don't see too much for other than this mental warfare, which was cool. This mental warfare game, I mean, that Sean plays, talks a lot of crap. I mean, dropped numerous F-bombs. That's basically the whole press conference really was him just talking crap and bringing it to Izzy. Oh, here's another one. Let's see. Yeah, so he's there just pumping up the crowd. That's like your type of guy, especially if you're like the Aussie. They like to party, they like to drink, shoeies, all that. So have a shoey and listen to this guy rant and talk crap. I mean, good times, Like I said, Strickland's funny. I like Strickland. I just don't see him having anything for Izzy. But
you talk a lot ahead of your fight.
But he is selling this fight as much as he can. Izzy's really just sitting there with glasses and just trying to look cool. I mean, I don't know what's up with that, but Same time, maybe he just doesn't feel like the threat. He's just focused. Who knows?
A lot of things about your opponents, but is there anything about this that feels personal to you?
No, man, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, the cringe lord Izzy, bro, as long as fucking Peter doesn't come fucking rush the stage, man. Fucking Izzy's a bad.
The cringe lord. That's what he's called. That's his new nickname now. So everything he says is cringe.
Motherfucker, man.
He is
has
pretty
all
damn
the
cringy.
knockouts. But the fucking cringe lord, man, I like him. We'll have a good war. It'll be fun. Come on, Izzy, give me something, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's just trying to sell this by himself. He's not really feeding into it, and he just, I don't know.
When you argue with a fool, those who are watching can't tell who's who.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, see, that was his big comeback. When you argue with a fool, you can't tell who's who. So yeah, I mean, it was okay. It's witty, all that, but that's the best you could do instead of like, Nate Diaz is straight up, what, fuck you, fuck your team. I always go back to that. Or Connor, who the fuck are you? It's like, come on,
You know
dude.
what? You know what, man? The moment I post a video of me jerking off my fucking dog, they will put some credibility to that. Fucking puppy porn, man.
Puppy
I
porn.
gotta double check that shit. Just a
Puppy porn, man. Oh my god! So that was basically the press conference. It was just these guys just talking. Well, really, Sean Strickland just doing what he does, talking crap about Izzy, which but it's kind of like it's hard to take it serious in any way. So I could feel like Izzy, of course, is probably pissing him off, but at the same time, he's kind of like staying focused and like, I know this guy, what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in my head, make me make a mistake, but stick to the game plan. And like I said, I believe it's going to be Ant still, but definitely Sean Strickland won the press conference for sure. I mean, like you said, this was his time to shine, and he did. But Izzy really didn't do much. But now Cap kind of brought some heat. They got to make him and Kai Kara friends in the future. But don't sleep on Felipe, even though he's like an unknown. You know what I mean? Sometimes those are the best fighters that come up who never had a chance or didn't know what was going to happen or didn't even know he was going to be on the card. And next thing you know, he's out in Australia. He's hungry. He's ready to go. So who knows? It could be fireworks. That's someone you can't really train for when you don't even know who it is. So it's like, could be interesting. But Cap is a beast. So, I mean, he's right there in that top 5-ish as well with Kai. I mean, we're going to move him up. So, all righty. So I got, let me know what you guys think. With the press conference, definitely a 10-7, 10-8 for Strickland. You got that. But what happens in the fight, that's another matter. So